ready, yes? Okay. And without bodhicitta, compassion, even someone who can fly like a bird, travel under the earth like a mouse, pass through rocks, unimpeded, like kind of penetrated, live imprinted of his hand and feet on the rocks. Someone who has unlimited clairvoyance and can perform all kind of the miracles. And maybe someone can do it like fly in the sky as birds, can go under the ground as mouse, like kind of the penetratingly through the rock mountains, and leave imprintings of the hand rocks like Guru Rinpoche's way. And also such kind of the clairvoyance. This is kind of the miracles. If such a person has no bodhicitta, this kind of person, practitioners, we can only be a Tratika or the possessed by some powerful demons. In the Buddhist perspective, we are not kind of the surprise. We are not kind of admirers. If someone is flying in the sky, under the earth like mouse, birds, penetrate through the mountains rock, punching on the like kind of the rock foot hands. Even you have clairvoyance, but you have bodhicitta or not bodhicitta. If this is a person who has no bodhicitta, no, I think he said maybe some no bodhicitta people they can do. And also maybe some powerful demons help, collaborating. Then it's like kind of this kind of happened. It's nothing. Only single point we need to analyze, check out bodhicitta. Compassion. He might at first attack some naive, innocent, who will be impressed and bring offering. But in the long run, he will only bring ruin upon himself and others. Absolutely, truth. Sometimes like kind of naive, innocent, not much kind of the educated, very much kind of truthful persons, such a kind of the stupid faith, devotion can occur. Then someone's like doing really like fly in the sky, go under the earth, penetrate to the rock mountains. Lot of has clairvoyance. Then impress it. Wow, so good. Bring some different effort. Of course, this doer itself, no bodhicitta, all the times motivated, selfish. Then it's like kind of the temporarily something kind of benefit, but longer term ruin will only the bring kind of the ruin in. It means it's like kind of both who offered like benefactor itself and receiver of the puja maker, both kind of ruin, negative kind of the deeds, make cause of the rebirth in the lower realms. On the other hand, a person who possesses true bodhicitta, even without having any other quality, will benefit whoever comes into contact with him or her. If someone has perfect possess of the bodhicitta, compassion, kindness, good-hearted, warm-hearted, even there are not much qualities, not much educated, even the doings, pujas, sadhana, rituals, not really properly doing, but only we are concerned with the compassions. If you are any kind of connect to this kind of beings, compassionate one, then it's such a kind of the benefit. Whoever connected, such a kind of the meaningful and liberated longer term, and both sides benefact, doer, like kind of the positive, and they can come into the contact with him or her, it is like kind of the such receive benefit. Finally, can make liberations. You never know where there might be the Bodhisattva. That means maybe someone is fly, someone's go under the earth, someone's penetrate on the rock. This sort of monk, maybe there is no bodhisattvas. But someone's begging in the street, homeless. Someone is with the butchers. Someone is like kind of different perspective. We don't know. You never know where there might be bodhisattvas. Here it said that many bodhisattvas, using their skillful methods, different in order to contact to the sentient beings, are to the found even a monk slaughters like butchers of animals, and also like kind of the prostitutes, hunters, fishermen, so on. There are many different type of bodhisattvas, like kind of fishermen and the telupas. Like a hunter is a Shavaripa. Like this sort of, we don't know. Like a kind of the Machiladu and so on. It's difficult to tell whether someone has bodhicitta or not. Of course, that is like only the Buddha's point of view. Buddha him said, apart from myself and those like me, no one can judge other persons. Him and like a Buddha himself, and same as the level who is a rich Buddha, then they can to like kind of fathom others' mind streams, but any other things other cannot to check. This is Bodhisattva or not Bodhisattva. Someone has a Bodhicitta or not Bodhicitta. But of course, more important is the Bodhicitta. So choose to consider anyone who arousing bodhicitta in you as being a real Buddha. Whether a deity, teacher, spiritual companion, or any else. This is like kind of the cause which make arousing bodhicitta in your mind streams. Maybe how you arouse in bodhicitta, how you take the bodhicitta vows, how you develop your bodhicitta. Who is like kind of give you interest, enthusiastic, inspired, admires to your mind, to yourself, in order to generate bodhicitta. That is the, really for your perspective, is the Buddha. Maybe you like kind of the visit the deities. Maybe in Guru Rinpoche, Buddha, Tara, medicines, Buddhas, so on. You visit, certainly something is like compassion's coming. Like kind of the history of the Buddha and Bodhisattva or great masters, how they are compassionate to the others. Then, like for instance, for me it's like, I appreciate very much this India Hollywoods. They create the Buddha's biography films. When you look inside, like how it is Buddha's really kind of the activity since he born, he grew up childhood, until he left from the palace. He all the time is helping to others to make peace. The more you have like kind of devotion, more you have interest, his compassion, not maybe his wisdoms, compassion, kindness, good-hearted. And also you say the teachers, when you visited the teachers, maybe teachers are kind, good-hearted. It doesn't matter this teacher is kind or not kind, but deeply, profoundly, this teacher has compassion concerning the benefit for you. Any perspective, absolutely. I make joke myself. My root teacher of the Drupal Rinpoche, of course, sometimes very much wrathful, but deeply he kind of the look after or the chasings and like kind of the how to nurture it to the myself by the teachers. Then it's like it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's like kind of shouting, almost beating. And these things is slowly you understand these educations. Then appreciate much. Finally is you understand the kindness, compassion. Then you have more. Maybe it is like kind of the insight. Wow, I want to become like this. Spiritual companionship. Maybe any kind of others. When you look, it doesn't matter. For example, I make joke. Last time I looked in the YouTube, there's one Muslim guy. His son is killed one another guy. And then in the front of the judge, then the person, of course, murderer is there, killer. And then father's there. Then judge say, Father, what you now telling to talks? And he says, I'm not angry with you. I'm angry devil. You are not bad, but your anger is devil. I'm just pity for you because you need to be in the prisoner. I'm nothing angry. My son is like, of course you killed, but this killer is the devil, it's not you. If judges make free you, I'm very happy. Then this killer says, what can I repay for you? When we are angry, this kind of happen. He's crying. And then fathers come hug. And they cries. All the watchers is cries. This kind of forgiveness, compassion, you see that it doesn't matter. Even the Buddhist perspective, someone like this, if someone's killed your families, how you can to say like this? This sort of sometimes lamas in the Tibet, this happened. Then it's like lamas for such forgiveness, and then we have more kind of faith, devotions, this compassion. And anyone's, maybe your partner, maybe your family, maybe your classmate, whoever's. For me, it's like sometimes when I was in the universities, there is one, my classmate Lama is called the Dzogchen Chansi. So interest, very much compassionate kindness, help to the others all the times. Then it's like more and more faith, more and more kind of interest. Wow, this sort of. And also there's many other things you can look in the YouTube. Some people's all the times helping to the other sentient beings. Then it's like kind of, it's making you a little bit arousing bodhicitta. They are your perspective, it is the bodhisattvas. It's wonderful. Like this. And whenever you feel that you have acquired certain qualities, a sign of the progress on the path, whatever they may be, realization of the natural state, clairvoyance, concentration, vision of the yidam and deities, so on, you can be certain that they really are true qualities if, as a result, the love and compassion of bodhicitta steadily continue to increase. And even the one you are practice the dharmas, maybe you are talking about reflect like studied to natural realities. And you have some certain quality sign, progressive that path. Maybe realize that the nature reality state, seemingly, mouthly, conceptually. Quoting that sometimes you have a little bit also clairvoyance and also your concentration samadhis. Fantastic. Sometimes you a little bit vision of the yidam deities. This sort of many kind of the science, if you have. Certain that there really are true qualities if they are really qualities, this really as a good truthfully qualities, as a result, the love and compassions. And then this final result is maybe you have clairvoyance, then you more increase your bodhicitta. You have some vision of deities, quoting that your bodhicitta has increased. You have some different concentration, samadhi perfect, then your bodhicitta has increased. Specifically, if you realize that the nature of state, then your increased bodhicitta is inconceivable. If this kind of happens, you should continue to increase what your realization of the natural state, or clairvoyance, concentration, samadhi, vision of deities. We should to continue to increase, develop. That is correct. Your path is absolutely correct on that. Okay, maybe we can to stop there. Then we can to finish it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We don't know. No questions right now. How much do you have questions? Okay.
Terence Su has following question. Not dwelling in nirvana is pure compassion for all beings or simply to avoid grasping in nirvana for oneself? Thank you, Buddha.
Nirvana?
Dwelling in nirvana is pure compassion for all beings or simply to avoid grasping in nirvana for oneself?
Okay, can you make more nicely question again? Prana, how do you say, nirvana only is a kindness, get rid of hatred and yourself. What can you read again?
Not dwelling in nirvana.
Not dwelling
in nirvana is pure compassion for all beings.
It means whoever living in the nirvana, they have a pure compassion, or
not dwelling in nirvana.
Dwelling means it's sitting there. Yes, whoever sitting there.
Not to dwell in nirvana is pure compassion for all beings. Or to simply avoid grasping in nirvana for oneself. I think he's asking which one is the pure compassion for all beings, not to dwell in nirvana or to avoid grasping to nirvana.
Okay. If you are like kind of the compassion, means it's like a nirvana, they're different nirvana. For example, it's like without compassion, I want to be in the compassion, the nirvana, myself. Then you have attached, grasping into the nirvana. Extreme, you are not liberated. And then it's like, okay, now it's like I have, that means you need to practice. Like only emptiness. And then you should like forget the compassions, samsara. And you want to be there. But then it's like you not develop the compassions, the wisdoms, you cannot go beyond the extreme of the samsara. And then it's like you go beyond the samsara, but you are falling into the stream of the nirvana. Then it's the partialities. Any kind of extreme is not perfect Buddha, that's all. And?
Thank you. Next is from Julie. She said, thank you very much for your great compassion. I'm very scared to think that we are now in bright period. There are still blessings of the three jewels. But considering our current shortcomings, what would we have become in dark times? For those who cannot achieve in this life the level of Ati Yoga, could you please give us some practice advices for who's like me, so that we can be at the time of death reborn in Devachan? Tashdele Julie.
Oh, Tashdele, okay. You can put faith, devotion to Guru Rinpoche, then you can reach Ati Yoga. And after you are passed away, maybe go to in the Devachan. Okay, la sondo pari.
Thank you. Someone says, thanks for yesterday's explanation. Let's say Buddha, by the time of leaving the palace, was already complete, perfect Buddhahood, and as you say, he demonstrated what is needed to leaving the palace to complete enlightenment. Non-Buddhist people read about it and think, no, I have a family, I want to take care of it. No, is not my way. Then they hear stories, as you said. Some Buddhists leave their families, leave their loved ones, and immediately they have a rejection of this approach. How can we help such people? What to tell them so they are not afraid of being abandoned? What to say to those practitioners who act rashly so that they do not abandon their loved ones.
Do not to abandon their loved one. You don't need to give any advice to the others. You don't need to tell any things others. You don't need to take care to them. You need to take care yourself. And you don't need to kind of say something others. You yourself, how it is the mixed yourself about the Dharma teaching. You are maybe follower of Dharma, how much you reach the footstep of the Buddha. That is helps very much others. Then there is like, even the someone's like perspectives, even the Buddhas coming in the front of their eye, they have any faith devotion. This kind of perspective, you cannot do help. Anyway, it's like some in the future, we don't know them. Like this. And instead that you help, we need to help ourselves to acting according to the Dharma. Then is help. Become kind, compassionate, not Russian will, and criticize, and kind of the arrogant, proud way. Then is much better. You become the, how much one person is to change themselves, then how much is like people's mind changed.
Thank you very much.
That's all. Thank you very much. So kindness. Bon weekend. Sonanda tamche zikbanya tomni nipa dana pam. Yega nanji valan trupaya sapan so lindro kanto wa sho shoncha sancho rambo chen ma shi pa na shi. Yipa nyamba me pata kane kanda pera sho shiva kanda yonda lama tsondar me chuje pala long shoji sadang long je yang tenra dorjen jongo komponyer sanchene parchenye panyar dane le tajir chindrova ne nama leva tadan jonga me bai malam tadon demba ton songa di jonda paton kandro symbola so Niji san dong dan jir ji cong dong lang song ma xian la ji pan zi la ye zha xi ni. Dili samba ye yan zhi ba dong ci ri ne me de xie dan ber xiu gong ri ra ri go ru xin gam si pan dong de wa ma lin ju. Xian ren zi yong dan zhen jian zu ye xia bi san ti bar de dan jir ji bar dan la mi ge se dan ba dong ka nyang yong la de xie. Da yen ma lu cu so zhe yang ni nir de song ji sa lan ko per yo ye wa gan de yong da la ma dong de mi chu de pa la la. Sa dong lang je yang ten ra zo de dor jin chong go kong pong nir to shu jar wa gan jo song chen zu la min chu go ten ban de che tar ka la nye khari. Jar kam yong la tar ji shu wan ben za sa tu sa ma ya ma ni ba la yan ben za sa tu na ti tan. Sutuyo me basu puyo me panu rodo me basarva sudu me taiso sarva karma satsam me satsam kiranya me koro sarva tathankarta me dharma me mazabha sabha ma savaya sasu